Ginger Duggar recalls crying over friends who wore pants due to her ultra-conservative upbringing. I was brokenhearted. Out of all the Duggar news siblings, some have not. Shello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Ginger Duggar recalled her emotional reaction to her friend's decision to wear pants while she held to an ultra-conservative dress code. On a Wednesday, April 16 episode of the Jeremy and Jinger podcast, The Counting on Alum 31 reflected on why she initially didn't understand why her friends would wear pants while she was required to dress modestly in long skirts and dresses. In accordance with the beliefs of the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP, a controversial ultra-Christian organization her family had been a part of. I remember when a couple close friends started wearing pants, and I was so brokenhearted over it, she shared. I remember crying over one friend, just thinking, why are they doing that? Without even asking or hearing them out as to why. Related, Ginger Duggar opens up about her decision to start wearing pants. My convictions were changing. The former reality star admitted that she eventually had a change of heart when it came to dress code. You kind of start to not think twice about it until you are surrounded with other people who are conducting their lives differently, she said. And then that's something where you start to think more about, why do I do what I do? Her sister, Joy Anna Duggar, who shared that she started wearing pants 2 years ago, expressed similar beliefs, saying to me, it was a big deal when somebody that always wore skirts started wearing pants. Then I was like, oh, well, they know better. That was my attitude behind it. Related, Ginger Duggar once never wore pants because she thought she had to wear only dresses to please God. The mother of 3 previously discussed why shorts and pants were not a part of her wardrobe growing up. I thought I had to wear only skirts and dresses to please God, she told PPL in January 2023. And if I step outside of what I think is expected of me, I would think God's going to be so displeased with me and it could bring harm on myself. In her and husband Jeremy Vullo's 2021 book, The Hope We Hold, Finding Peace in the Promises of God, she detailed why her parents Jen Bob and Michelle Duggar required their daughters to dress conservatively. My mom had always dressed as girls in skirts and dresses, a standard that was taken from Deuteronomy 22:5, which says, "A woman shall not wear a man's garment," ESV, and I never really questioned it, she wrote. The Arkansas native continued modesty was a huge topic in our house, and we believed that wearing skirts instead of pants was a central part of being modest. But I wanted to discover for myself what the Bible had to say. However, she later came to the realization that biblical modesty is deeper and more profound than wearing skirts instead of pants. Modesty isn't only about what you wear, it's about the position of your heart. Counting on Ginger Duggar blasted for induction with baby Finn. Counting on alum Ginger Duggar didn't waste any time sharing stories about her pregnancy journey shortly after giving birth to Finnegan. She has uploaded numerous stories, including how her mother turned into a mama bear when she was restricted from walking her to labor. Ginger also revealed that she was induced with baby Finnegan. But some fans have something to say against it. Keep reading to see why Ginger is getting blasted. Counting on, Ginger Duggar shares how her mom goes into berserk. Ginger Duggar recently uploaded a new podcast with Jeremy where they talked about her birth story. But what caught the attention of many was when Ginger revealed how her mother, Michelle, went all out when she was stopped by the security from coming with her to her delivery room. According to the Counting on alum, her mother is the sweetest person ever, but it's a different story when her kids and grandkids are involved. She screamed, "Let me go back there," after being blocked by the security, and Ginger worried that her mom would get herself kicked out of the hospital. Fortunately, things didn't escalate further, and Michelle eventually met her newborn grandson. Ginger Duggar also revealed in her latest podcast that she decided to get induced for her 3rd pregnancy. According to the Counting on alum, she was induced 40 weeks into her pregnancy, which is also her expected due date. She explained that she was feeling done with pregnancy, continuously having thoughts that her baby boy was already cooked, which is the term she used if the child is ready to be delivered. She also wanted to help her family from both sides, fueling her decision to get induced. But some fans are not happy with her decision. Several people are against the unnatural way of giving birth. Duggar shares rare pic of how much her 7 kids have grown. Counting on alum Anna Duggar continues to make many people curious since the imprisonment of her husband, Josh. He was arrested for CSAM in April 2021. Several members of the Duggar family have also stepped away from the online world since the conviction of Josh. Anna hasn't appeared in some of the Duggar family's gatherings that were documented by the other kids. However, many were surprised when Anna resurfaced along with her kids. Keep reading to see their shocking grown-up pictures. Counting on. Anna Duggar's husband Josh reportedly suffering in prison. Numerous insiders previously surfaced, claiming that Josh hasn't been having a pleasant experience in prison. This comes after his cell was caught with contraband phones. According to reports, the warden punished Josh's cell by cutting down their recreational time. As a result, some inmates did a hunger strike, though it's unclear if Josh was involved in it. Another insider also claimed that it's been hell on earth for the Counting on alum in prison, adding that he desperately wants the support of his family. While Josh seemingly suffers in prison, it seems that his wife, Anna, has been living her best life. Anna shares rare pic at how much her 7 kids have grown. Some Counting on fans on social media react to a new photo of Anna Duggar with her kids during their time in Florida. They attended a Keller family event, but what caught the attention of many was how big Anna's children have become. According to some, they're curious about what the older children are thinking about their father, especially now that they're more aware of the situation. Meanwhile, others can't help but feel sad for the kids, as they will spend many more years, and they may not even see their father that easily once he's out of prison. Counting on, Bob Duggar allegedly purchased $1 million house for Anna. New reports have also surfaced claiming that Bob Duggar just purchased a $1 million house for Anna. This comes after some Counting on fans discovered that the listing was sold under Bob's name. Nobody from the Duggar family has mentioned the huge purchase. However, there are speculations that it may be Bob's way to silence Anna and make her stay with Josh until he gets out of prison. Others even think that it's an indication that Bob may be expecting Josh to be set free earlier than expected. In prison, Josh Duggar is reportedly causing a family rift between those who support him and those who don't. Out of all the Duggar news siblings, some have not. Shallow guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Josh Duggar has been behind bars for nearly 3 years, but he still seems to be causing issues for his family back at home. According to a new report, the Duggar family is divided when it comes to supporting Josh or shunning him forever after he was convicted of crimes involving child sexual assault material in December 2021. And it sounds like the disagreement is causing a feud that's only getting worse over time. According to what a source told RadderOnline.com, Josh's family has basically been split into 2 sides when it comes to how they feel about him while he's doing time at a federal prison facility in Seagoville, Texas. It's hell on earth in prison, and Josh is whining the blues and desperately wants support from the family. And there are some who feel he deserves pity and others not so much, the source shared. It's stressful hearing Josh describe the conditions behind bars, the politics, the punishments, not to mention the inedible food, the fears of bodily harm, the cold and discomfort, but not everyone wants him sprung. Conditions at Josh's prison only seem to have been getting worse over recent months. In March, the Sun reported that after inmates were allegedly caught with contraband inside the prison, the facility punished them by forcing inmates to stay in their cells and cutting recreational time down to 1 hour per day. SCI Seagoville told the Sun that rather than a lockdown, the prison had modified operations due to facility upgrades and repairs of utility systems. But when it comes to getting the support Josh hopes to receive amid all of this, his sisters, a few of whom were among the victims of his molestation scandal years ago, aren't going to be the ones to give it to him. As far as Jill, Jinger, and Jessa are concerned, he's made his bed and he's got the lie in it. Joanna sat in on the trial and heard the evidence and agrees with the verdict, the insider said, per RadderOnline.com. It's been very difficult having to live with the shame he's put on the family. Who can he rely on? His parents, Bob and Michelle, his wife, Anna, and that's about it. Josh's wife still stays loyal to him. Her wedding ring has never left her finger, and Bob and Michelle's support has never wavered, the source added. The 2 sides argue when the sisters say they don't feel sorry for Josh. The discord within the family is more stressful than Josh's constant complaining. This may be one of those situations where the family has to agree to disagree. It doesn't look like anyone on either side is going to come around on this anytime soon. even though there are still 7 years left for Josh to serve before he walks free again. Josh Duggar's wife Anna might be moving to a $1 million home purchased by Jim Bob Duggar. Anna Duggar might be moving into a new home while her husband is in prison. In 2022, Josh Duggar was sentenced to about 12 and a half years in prison for receiving child pornography. The 19 kids and counting alum is expected to be released from prison in October 2032. Meanwhile, his wife Anna and her 7 children have been living with Josh's parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. But that might change soon, as reports indicate that Anna might be preparing to relocate. Josh reportedly didn't want his wife to move away from his family. Anna, 36, shares daughters 15-year-old Mackenzie, 9-year-old Meredith, 5-year-old Mariella, and 3-year-old Madison, and sons 13-year-old Michael, 11-year-old Marcus, and 7-year-old Mason, and with Josh, who is 37. She and her kids have been living with Josh's parents, even though she reportedly wanted to move to Texas to be closer to him, In Touch reported. According to the publication, Josh didn't want Anna to move away from his parents because he was worried that she might feel compelled to leave him. He thinks it will create too much of a disconnection for her and his kids, an insider previously told In Touch. Jim Bob recently purchased a house in Arkansas. On April 23, In Touch reported that Jim Bob recently bought a home for around $1 million. It's conveniently located just minutes from Jim Bob and Michelle's compound, one source claimed. Rumor has it that the house is for Anna and her kids. That way, she'd still be close to Josh's parents. The home has 6 bedrooms and multiple lavish features. The 6,318 square foot property is in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Who the house is for has not been confirmed, but with 6 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms, the home seems to be an appropriate size for Anna's family. Per In Touch, it also features walk-in closets and a whirlpool bathtub. Anna has reportedly been earning money through a controversial job.